Did you know that deep cleaning can be a great physical outlet for frustration? This is from Dr. Peggy Liu, a licensed psychologist and director at Manhattan Therapy Collective, in an article for Forbes Health on the mental health benefits of a clean home. Hey, I'm Betsy from a Flourishing place where we talk about all things cleaning, decluttering, organizing, and homekeeping. And today we are doing a deep dive on the Clean Mama cleaning routine monthly tasks. If you are new to the Clean Mama cleaning routine, I would encourage you to first go back and watch my overview video of what the Clean Mama cleaning routine is and how it works. Then come back and watch this video. But if you have already been doing the Clean Mama cleaning routine, the daily tasks and the weekly tasks, or you haven't and you're just curious to learn more about the monthly tasks, then stick around and I'll break it down. So this video has two parts. The first is looking at the Clean Mama monthly tasks or rotating tasks. And the second part of the video is how to solve deep cleaning procrastination. If you are anything like me, procrastinating on deep cleaning is just a way of life.
That's all about yucky, squishy things.
It's something that I have really been wanting to challenge myself on. And so I've got 4 simple tips that are really helping me, and I hope that they help you too. First off, what are the Clean Mama monthly tasks or rotating tasks? They're not all called monthly tasks because some of the tasks just rotate there once a year or twice a year, so it's not always monthly. But in Clean Mama's book, Simply Clean, she has a breakdown of every month in the year. And in each month, she has a small list of things to do in that month that are above and beyond the daily tasks that you do each day and the weekly tasks, things like cleaning the bathroom, dusting, mopping, that sort of thing. Now, pause. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're in a season of life where it's all you can do to get the daily tasks done or the weekly tasks, this might not be the video for you to watch. There are seasons of life where deep cleaning your light fixtures is just not gonna happen. And that's okay. When I had a new baby, I stripped things down to the bare essentials. I was barely getting the daily tasks done, let alone the weekly tasks. So if you have a newborn baby, if you're in a season that's incredibly busy or you're going through a lot of other things in your life, and a monthly deep cleaning list just sounds like too much, that is totally fine, no judgment. However, you clicked on this video and you're watching, so I'm going to assume that this is a challenge that you want to undertake as well. I'm in a season of life where this is a good time for me to challenge myself in the area of deep cleaning around the house. And so what I want to do is just show you how easy Clean Mama makes these monthly and rotating tasks. I'm just going to take, for example, the month that we're in right now, the month of August. I have completed all of these tasks with the exception of one, and it has taken me very little time. So often I think we make deep cleaning this big thing in our heads.
I can't do it.
But if it's just broken down into a small manageable list, it actually becomes very non-intimidating, very easy, and very quick to complete.
See, that wasn't so bad. You're right.
So for the month of August, this is Clean Mama's checklist for the monthly and rotating tasks. First, vacuum baseboards. Then wash baseboards, vacuum and spot clean furniture, clean light fixtures in the living and dining rooms, wash the rugs, polish wood furniture, wipe switches, phones, remotes, spot clean the walls, wipe down appliances. Now, that may sound overwhelming, but when you go through the list for your home, you may find that some of these things don't even apply. Polishing wood furniture. We have a rocking chair in the living room. I don't polish it. I'm not gonna polish the rocking chair. I'm not gonna polish the little ice box behind me or this little end table here. And so that is something I just skip. The first two on the list, vacuum the baseboards and wash the baseboards. For me, I combine these into one. I don't vacuum first and then wash the baseboards. And I'm sure if you talk to Clean Mama, she would give you a reason as to why those are separate tasks, why it's good to vacuum first and then to wash the baseboards. But for me, what I found really helpful was just to wipe them down. So I wiped them down with my little fuzzy mitt and some multi-purpose spray, and then I went back with a magic eraser and just touched up scuff marks and things like that. Magic eraser is just genius for that sort of thing. And so I combined those two tasks into one. Cleaning light fixtures. This is something that just sounds awful. And honestly, it depends on your light fixture, right? If you have some light fixtures that are really labor intensive, we have a light fixture in our bedroom that is a nightmare. I hate this thing. I hate dusting it, let alone taking it apart and cleaning it. I've never taken it apart and cleaned it. I don't even know how I would get it back together. Some light fixtures are more intimidating than others. But the light fixture in our dining room just has 3 simple glass thingamabobbers. And so it was fairly easy to unscrew those, remove them. They were super gross. There was layers of dust. It was disgusting. I had never cleaned those since we have moved into this house. All I did, and I did this while the kids were up, they were playing in the living room. I just got up on a chair, pulled those off. I took a little Dawn power wash spray, washed them in the sink. It was super quick. I was able to screw them right back in and the job was done. Wipe switches, phones, remotes. That is something that goes super quickly and doesn't take long at all. I just went around with a Clorox wipe and got that done. Spot cleaning the walls. Again, this is something that does not take a super long time. Now it depends. If you have little kids like me, there may be some walls that have seen more wear and tear. There's a wall in our hallway that the kids just love to run their cars and their whatever up and down this wall because they love the noise that it makes, and I don't know, it's just fun. But there are all these scuff marks on this wall. I mean, this wall has seen some wear and tear. And so I took the magic eraser and just took a little time and scrubbed on those spots, wiped the wall down, and it was good to go. And again, this is something that I look at all the time. I see it every day and I go, oh, that wall looks awful, but I don't have time. But when I really just sat down and did it, it did not take me very long at all. And again, I did it while the kids were awake. It was easy to complete. Wiping down the appliances, again, this was a quick one. Microwave, the oven, the dishwasher, this stuff does not take a long time. Now, sometimes you will want to go a little deeper. Keeping the inside of the microwave clean, obviously, I tend to kind of try to do that just as it needs cleaning, and I don't set aside a specific time for that. But if the inside of your dishwasher needs more attention, that kind of thing, then it might take a little bit more time. But wiping down the faces of the appliances and keeping them looking spiffy isn't too difficult. Washing the rugs. This one might take a while if you live in a home with hard floors. We have quite a bit of carpeting in our house, and the one rug we have, I did try to wash it one time. That was a major mistake. As you can see, it took chunks out of the back and I was picking these spongy, weird bits of yuck out of the washing machine for a long time. And that's the only rug that we have that would need to be washed. This might be a bigger job if you have a lot of rugs in your home. So this list might feel overwhelming if you are looking at it and trying to get everything done all at one time, but if you kind of spread it out throughout the month and just fit these things in where you can, it really is doable. And my motto is always do what you can when you can. If something is just not attainable, if you just can't get it done, or if you're feeling overwhelmed and there are more pressing things at hand, forget about it. Don't worry about it. There's a lot of these tasks that Clean Mama has in the monthly and rotating tasks that repeat every single month. If you missed it this month, it's fine. You can catch it the next month. It's very similar to her daily tasks and weekly tasks. If you miss cleaning the bathroom, you can catch it on the next week. It's not the end of the world. And this is why I love this system, because there's so much forgiveness when either you're feeling overwhelmed or there's just too much going on in your life and you can't get something done that month. So how do you layer these tasks in with the daily tasks and the weekly tasks? That answer is going to be very individual. For me, it just depends on the amount of time I have. You will remember in the Clean Mama weekly tasks, she has laundering sheets and towels on Saturdays. And that might be a great day if you run your sheets and towels through and then you want to go ahead and wash your rugs on that same day and kind of batch those and do them all in one day. That might be an idea, but you just figure out what works for you. And again, this is not about judgment and like legalism and getting this checklist done. It's just about improving your home a little bit at a time. So, how to solve deep cleaning procrastination. Now, I am speaking as someone who does not have this figured out, but someone who has found these tips to be helpful as I have tried to challenge myself to be better about deep cleaning in our home. First one is to keep to a checklist rather than do crisis management. You know what I'm saying? Crisis management where the oven is just an absolute disaster and it's like, I have to clean the oven. And you're just kind of jumping from crisis to crisis of this thing that really has to be cleaned in your house because it's gotten so bad.
Gross!
Not speaking from experience or anything. So keep to a checklist. We've just gone through the Clean Mama monthly task. That is a great checklist. And instead of you feeling like you're running around like a chicken with your head cut off, you will have an organized system for working your way through your home on these cleaning tasks so that everything gets covered and you're not feeling overwhelmed. Number 2 is don't try to tackle it all at once. This is the mistake I have made in the past. It's like, okay, it's deep cleaning time. Get out the rubber gloves, get out my toothbrush scrubbers, and just go to work.
Oh,
Well, hello! You just happened to catch me deep cleaning my bathroom. And it's just too much. I procrastinate on doing it because it feels like such an enormous task. And even if I do start into it, which is rare, I definitely don't make it through the whole list of what I'm trying to do. So trying to tackle it all at once, in my opinion, is just a big mistake. It is so much better to spread it out and just do it in small little chunks. Don't let it spill into other cleaning tasks. Do you know what I'm talking about? You start cleaning the window tracks in your sliding glass door, but then you realize that window needs to be cleaned. So you go and you grab the window cleaner and your mitt, you start cleaning that, and then you realize you're seeing cobwebs. And so you're grabbing your cobwebber thing, you're trying to get those taken care of, and then, oh my gosh, these curtains, they need to be thrown in the wash, they look awful. You're taking those off the rod, and before you know it, you've just completely gotten off track, and then all this time has gone by, and maybe you got the window tracks cleaned, maybe you didn't. But the point is, to avoid burnout, just stick right to the task. No matter if there's other stuff that needs to be cleaned around you, just stick to that one task until it's done. And then if something else absolutely needs to be done in that surrounding area, go ahead and do it. But stick to that one task. Don't let it morph into doing 10 additional cleaning tasks that you weren't planning on doing, because that is a recipe for never wanting to deep clean again. The fourth tip that I have for deep cleaning procrastination is to work for the long-term reward and not the quick win. Deep cleaning pays off over the long term in your home, and it's a collective overall sense of improvement rather than instantaneous makeover. This is why it's so hard to do these tasks, in my opinion, because it's not exactly a heady dopamine rush after you've wiped down all the baseboards.
Wow. Let's do that again.
But it is worth it as you stick to the tasks and you gradually see your home looking cleaner and cleaner over time. Like and subscribe if this was helpful, and here is another video you might want to check out if you just really hate to clean. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.